going to show you how to create a blog inside the Wix platform. So what you want to do is go into your Wix account, go into your Wix editor where your site is located. Once you are in the account, on the left hand side are these menu options. Click on the one that says Start Blogging. Welcome to your Wix blog. It's fun, easy, and 100% integrated in your site. Share your expertise in your own blog. Keep visitors on your site longer with engaging content and increase your visibility on Google to attract more visitors. Add it in a click and customize any way you want. So what you want to do is click on this Add Now button. It actually creates a new page in your website. It keeps this menu option open. So on the left, this is your blog manager. You can click on blog pages. These show you the pages of your blog if you have more than one blog page. Your blog elements, you can do recent posts, which will just show your recent posts that you've done in this format. Featured posts, which is just feature posts that you star to show if you only want certain blogs to show up. Archive, different formats by the month. Categories, you can decide categories to your blog. So if they click on a category option, it'll take them just to those blogs that have these categories assigned to them. Tags, and a tag is a cloud to your site and let your visitors easily find topics on your blog that interest them. RSS button, add the RSS button so visitors using an RSS reader can easily keep up with your latest blog posts. Custom feed. You can add unique custom feeds to different pages on your site, each feed containing posts that are relevant to that page's content. And you can do different layouts. A ticker, which is add a ticker to any page on your site, perfect for when you want to display a list of your latest posts and are short of space on the page. So pretty much only one blog entry will show, it won't be long. Photo gallery option. Add a beautiful post gallery to any page on your site. Spanning the width of a page, a post gallery will command attention from your site visitors. You can do post lists. Add a post list to any page on your site to draw more site visitors to your blog. You can choose to display posts that have specific tags or just featured posts. These are the layouts that you can do. You can add comments, Facebook comments. This one, I'm not sure what that means. These guys, but it says let your readers add meaningful comments or post questions on your blog so you can get the conversation going and start growing your online community. You can do related apps, comments, infuse testimonials, Wix counter, site search, and get subscribers. So let's go back up to Blog Manager, this top upper left button. You can click. Actually, let's click off of this to show you what your page looks like. So this is how your page is initially created when you add a blog. It's actually a separate page. If you look over here on the menu, it says blog. You can customize this by clicking on this upper left section, and it has a drop down, and you can click on these three dots next to blog. You can rename your page by clicking on the rename button, and you can say hot topics or whatever you like it to be for your blog entry. And click done. So now it's labeled hot topics. Let's move this over so you can see what this looks like. So on the main part is your main beef of your blog entries. All your blog entries will show right here on this left gray section. On the right section is featured posts, your recent posts, your archive, and your search by tags and follow us. Now you can customize any of this to how you want to go with the rest of your site. So for instance, if I wanted to change the appearance of this and I don't want it to be dark gray, you can click on it. You can manage posts, add new posts. There's a gear icon for settings, the layouts, and the design. So let's try the layout one. These are the different layouts that you can use for this section. So you can click on the second one and it'll show you how the images are on the right and the text is on the left. The next one has a alternative, every other image on the left, image on the right. You can have this one that has a large image, text at the bottom. The next one is text at the top, picture at the bottom, and then you can have this one as well that has, it'll be just like this example here. Now you can align these to the left or to the right. You can do the number of columns. So right now it's set to 2, but you can set it to up to 10. So let's go back to 2 or 3. We can do 3. Horizontal space between the posts. So you can set this to anything you like. It was at 20 before. Vertical space between the posts. It's set to 20. That's the vertical space in between here. Post padding. The post padding is the information that you have inside this gray box, how it will show. So if you have, this is set to 5, so everything's kind of close to the edge. But if you select a higher number, it'll give you a little bit more padding around the entire container. You can align your date. Post title, you can align by left, center, or to the right. Same thing with the body. Everything's to the left. You can also do center. See, it changes everything to the center alignment. You can do read more button. You can align how you like it, left, center, or right. Same thing with the text alignment. And the margin, you can change the different margin for your read more button. So those are all the settings for this one layout option. So you can move over here to settings. And then you can set the number of pages per post, or post per page actually. So right now it's set to 10. So once it hits 10, it'll have a view more option so they can view more. You can set this all the way up to 15 and as low as, let's see, 1. Okay? See, when you do, let me go back to 1. When you have 1, it'll show 1 only, but then it'll have this menu here in the dark gray where you can go to different pages to view more of your blog entries. So let's just set that back to 5. You can change the post date format. If you click here, you can pick how you would like your date to show. The date is actually going to show up here at the very top of where it says Wednesday, June 10th by author. So you can change that to how you like it. You can have this little, you can have a, where it says John Doe here for the author, and you can change the, you can add something here, but put anything you want there, and it'll show before the author's name, so that's optional. You can change the max characters in the post. That's this section here. You can add or subtract this to have less or more show. The read more button, you can change the width, the height, the text. You can have it say view more or open or anything you like. You can change the page nation text. Right now it's set to older and newer. So that's all you can do for this gear icon setting. You can go over here to the design tab. And here's where you can change the style and the look of your site blog. So right now, here's the title. The title is this upper area here in dark gray. Click on design, and then you can change the heading to something else if you like. You can change the font choice, the font size, you can make it bold, italic, underline. You can change the color, and you can change the, what is this one? Highlight, if you want to highlight the text. Okay? So post body is this section in here. So you can change the design if you click on design. So you can change the same thing. You can change the font choice, the actual font size, and the same options as below. So if we go back, you can change the image design. You can choose a theme or any of these options to change this design in here. So they have square frames, they have sticky tape, all sorts of different frame options you can choose from. You can also click on the Customize Design button to customize your frame, the colors and things like that. So let's go back. You can change the date and author. Same thing, text-wise. Categories, you can change the category options, the design if you want, your button. All sorts of different buttons to choose from, and you can customize your button as well. And then same thing for all these other ones. So the background one, so I'm going to click on design. I'm going to choose a different background, a lighter background. There's all these different options as well in different shapes. So you can customize it to your heart's content. So I'm just going to go back on this one. Click the back button. Pagination, you can change that design as well. So that's pretty much it for the design. So I have this on here. Let me go ahead and let's see. Oh, all these little check boxes, these are optional. So if you do not want any of this stuff to show, you can just uncheck it and then it'll disappear. So if I don't want the date and author to show, I'm going to click that and see on the upper left, it took off that date and author. So that's optional. All the blue options with the checks are optional. So let's go back over here. So we have this post entry, the recent posts, archives. So this is how your blog looks like right now. Okay. So I'm going to show you how to create. If you click here, I'm going to if you click on this manage posts, it'll open up this new editor. And so here's where the beef of your blog is and where you want to make your changes, add new posts, and create your categories. So on the left is all posts. So you have 0 post entries right now, so it's going to not show anything. You have published, drafts, scheduled, more, featured, unpublished, trash, categories. If you click on categories, you can actually create new categories. And this is really something you want to do. So it'll help put your blogs in different folders. So if you want to create a new category and you say this blog, all these blog entries are going to be about dogs, create a new one for cats, new one for birds, like I'm a vet or something. Okay. So all these different categories. So these are very important. So you always want to have these categories. And when you create new blog entries, you want to assign these to these categories. So that way they can show on the proper page. Tags is where you can create new tags to help readers navigate your blog and find out more topics that interest them. Okay. So let's X off of this. And let me hit save just in case. It's always good to save. And then if you make a huge mistake, just X out. But so let's go to here to add new blog posts. It's going to open up this editor. And this is the editor where you can add new blog entries. So let's go over everything that's here. So on this section, you can add a title. So smartest dog breeds, for instance. You can, on the below, you can change the date. And then you can add an author's name in here if you like. You can add some test blog entry, and you can add anything you want here. On the upper part, you can add an image. So if you click on image, you'll be able to add one of your already existing images, or you can go here for social images from one of your accounts like Facebook, Instagram, Dropbox, Google Drive, Flickr, and Picasa. You can go here to free from Wix, and all these images here are free. The categories are on the left, so you can choose which category you like. You can also do a search here on the upper right. And let's see, I'm going to choose this one. Okay. Now here you can put alternate text, which I advise. So dog breeds. So you want to do something that's going to be, when someone searches on the internet for something that may come up. So your keyword, a few keywords there. Now you can align left, align center, or align to the right. You can add a link. So when someone clicks on this image, it takes them to a direct link. And you can change the image or trash it. Okay. Oh, and here on the upper right or bottom right, you can change the size of the image. Now you can also add a gallery if you click on gallery and click on the upper right orange button to add images. Same thing, my images, the social images, free from Wix, or the big stock images where they're $1 each or $2.99 each actually. And they have some pretty incredible images that you might want to consider. So they're pretty reasonable price. So you can go through all of these to see if there's anything that you like, or you can just use one of the free ones, which are pretty great too. So let's see, I'm just gonna choose some images. If you click on, keep clicking, it will add them to your gallery. Now here, so if you click on one of them, you want to add a title and a description. And you want to do this so when people, like I said before, do a search, that maybe they'll come up upon it and they'll click on it to go to your website. So you can change the title and you can also change the description and then hit done. See, now it shows in this grid format. So on this, you can change the grid or have it as a slideshow where it's going to go through all the images. You can set to autoplay, or you can set the delay for in between the images. You can click back on here and go back to grid. You can click how many columns you want. It's set to 3, but you can change it all the way up to 6. You can change the spacing in between the images. You can have a fixed size, so they're all the same size, which I highly recommend. And then you can also swap out the pictures or organize the images or hit delete. Okay, so let's get off of this. I'm just going to click somewhere else. So let's go over here to video. You can add a video. You can add the YouTube link. You can also search for a video, search in YouTube or Vimeo. And then you can align it or trash it. Okay, let's get off of this. You can add a GIF. A GIF is an animated little cutesy thing. So you can add a GIF, and it's going to make your website more interactive, I guess. It gives a little bit more visual pop. You can do a divider, which is kind of like a line here, and you can change the design of this divider. You can change the width, the height, and the color. You can add HTML when you click on that. You can insert HTML here, so if you want to embed your YouTube video or anything like that, you can do it here. And then on the right hand side, you can publish this post. You can save it as a draft and go back to it later to do any edits. You can preview it. You can schedule the post to not display until a later date. So you can pick the date that you want in time. You can do a featured post. A featured post will show up in that little area that we told you about before. Turn on some great posts you've written into featured posts. Simply click the star so it turns yellow. And then this will show on that that right section of your blog, on that blog page. You can add tags here. In categories. Categories is where you want to, the ones I created, dogs, cats, and birds. So I want to check dogs, so it'll show up in the dogs category. And then advanced SEO, if you click on that, let me go back so you can see that again. So on the bottom, click advanced SEO. And here's where you can add meta tags. Your title and description is very important because this is how it's going to display on the web. So right here it says smartest dog breeds, and when you look on here for the preview of Google, it says smartest dog breeds. And then the meta description is here, and it also shows here as well. So that's very important. If you keep scrolling, you can do it for the mobile as well. Okay? So that's pretty much it. And then you want to hit publish. So I guess I can publish it because this is a dummy site. So now it comes up here in your all posts. Okay, and you can X off this. And it says, please note your blog entry post will not be published live until you hit publish on your website. So it shows here. It also shows under the feature post category here. So, so that is something you can have. So when you go to preview, you'll see here it's going to show all these things. You can click on this, read more, and it's going to show open up the page for just this blog entry, which I didn't do a very good job doing this blog entry very well, but you get the idea. And then you can also customize this page as well, because this is a different page. And then you can add comments, and you can share it on Facebook, on Twitter, and all these things. Okay, so let me go back to Hot Topics, and you can see what you have. And that's pretty much it. That's how you create a blog entry and to change all the settings. And if you have any questions about any of this, please write it in the comments below. Please like and share and subscribe to my videos. And if you would like to know how to do something else, please let me know, and I can try to do a video on that as well. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.